Hi guys, another rant from me. If you could please like and share this video. I've had another ban this week. I've got another 30-day ban for posting in groups. More draconian Orwellian lockdowns and censorship is going on all the time. So I would really appreciate if you could share this video far and wide. So I'm going to start off by reading out a really good post that I saw on Facebook yesterday, which really just epitomizes where we are as a society right now. So, we are seeing the most draconian measures enforced at all levels of government that we've ever seen in our lifetimes. And yet, rather than being alarmed by the things going on, so many of you applaud. People are being arrested for spending too much time outside, and you applaud. Pastors are being arrested for daring to hold church services, and you applaud. A child's birthday party is raided by police, and you applaud. A young woman is ticketed for going on a leisurely drive alone because it is deemed non-essential travel, and you applaud. A parade of school teachers and administrators who wanted to drive through neighbourhoods and wave at children is busted up by cops. They were nonsensical, and yet you applaud. A lone paddleboarder in the ocean on a beach without any other people around is arrested because he is violating quarantine orders, and you applaud. People are being denied life-saving medical treatments because they're not priority right now, not essential as deemed by government, as the entirety of our medical system is focused on one thing, and you applaud. I don't completely buy that part of the statement, but anyway. Oh, where's it gone? Sorry guys, just lost it there. Businesses are being forcibly closed and padlocked, and owners arrested for refusing to shut down, and you applaud. Dairy farmers and soon other farmers are being incentivised to stop dairy farming and to sell their herds, and you don't seem to understand the implications. You're being told to use hotlines and online forms provided by your local governments to report your neighbours who don't obey and comply. You scold people day after day for not obeying government edicts. And if any of us dare to question what is happening, you lecture about how we're a danger to society and we just don't care about people dying. And I would add to that, people immediately labelling you as a conspiracy theorist. That term conspiracy theorist needs to be retired. I've said this before. If you think that governments and media never lie, then you are a complete fool. And if you think that people questioning that should be demonized in such a way, then you're even more stupider than I thought. You're being told, you've somehow managed to convince yourself that people whose lives are affected by a virus are much more important than the people whose lives are being destroyed, and in many cases leading to death. And that's the case here where I am, in a third world country. People have lost their businesses. They didn't have much anyway in Mexico. There's going to be starvation here soon. By the effects of a world economic shutdown and impending worldwide depression, the likes of which no one has ever seen before. And people who think that this is just going to roll back into how it was before and everyone's going to get on with their lives and everything's going to go back to normal, you are completely mistaken, you are completely unresearched, and you need to get with the program, because we are living in a fascist world and it's getting worse by the day unless people start waking up to what is going on. At what point will you start questioning what's going on? How far do the government have to push you before you're jolted awake from your slumber? How far are you willing to go with this? If they told you to load your families into train cars so you could be taken to virus protection facilities for your own safety, would you do it? Yes, you would do it. That much has become painfully obvious to me. And the whole time you'd be shaking your finger and yelling at those of us who refuse, accusing us of being a danger to society and not caring if people die. But they don't have to load you onto a train cars and take you to virus protection facilities or force you to comply, because you do that voluntarily. They control your mind. They control you through fear. They control you by convincing you that the world is a scary, dangerous place. But they're here to protect you. care for you and keep you safe, just as long as you obey. They know that as long as you're locked inside your comfortable home with Netflix, Hulu, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and a cell phone, whilst dangling a $1,200 check in front of you like a carrot on a stick, that you'll comply. No force is necessary for the majority of the herd. You are imprisoned willingly and you're too blind to see it. And that, guys, says it all. That absolutely says it all. I've spoken to people on here that don't care what is going to be in the vaccine, that they will make mandatory. They will take it anyway if it allows them out of their home. They've not researched into Bill Gates, who he is. They've not researched into what's in vaccines. They just take everything that the government, media, mainstream science says at face value. And guys, we are heading down a really, really bad path if we don't wake up soon. And another thing that I want to speak about, and this is really probably not going to be any popular, but I'm at the point of not caring anymore. What the hell are these medical frontliners and NHS staff doing? Dancing around on TikTok. They're not social distancing from each other. They're right next to each other doing these coordinated dances. Now, I'm sorry, if you're any kind of moral human being and you're involved in what we're told is this pandemic where thousands and thousands of people are dying, out of respect for the very patients that have died, would you actually start dancing? And I've heard all these stories about morale and all this stuff. There's no way. There is no way in this world that if I was in a situation that I would be dancing around and joking like that. Why aren't they obeying the social distances rules? It's almost like they're attention seeking. They're enjoying it. It's very narcissistic, in my opinion, and people are not going to like that. But it needs to be called out. It needs to be called out for what it is, because you know what I'm hearing that's going in hospitals. There's a whole movement of people that are filming empty hospitals, empty wards. There are some good nurses and doctors coming out now saying that this is a bit of a scam, or a big scam, because they're having to put down that people are dying of COVID-19 when they had underlying issues and all that kind of stuff. If you look now that even the pneumonia and all the other illnesses have dropped because they're now labelling it COVID, and we've still, even now, not seen any more deaths worldwide on last year. We're still at the same number. So where on earth are all these people dying? They're cooking the books and you're enslaved. And worse still, you're not even questioning it. And worse than that, you call people who dare question why we are locked up in our homes with our rights and freedoms going down the drain, conspiracy theorists, because we give a fuck about our children and grandchildren that are going to grow up in this Orwellian state, because they never roll these things back. They never roll them back. Like, you might get some freedoms back. You're not going to get all of them back. So I'd like to know what's going on in the NHS and these frontliners that people are outside at 8 o'clock clapping for, when they've been underfunded for years and no one bats an eyelid. People only care about what the government and media tell them to care about. It's embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed right now of being part of this species. I can't even begin to describe it. And I know many other people that are watching this are also feeling that way as well. It's time to wake up, sheeple, because this is not going to end well if you don't. If you don't start questioning things. If you've got children and grandchildren, you need to be able to look them in the eye and say to them, when all this weird shit was going down and our rights and freedoms were going, did I do everything in my power? Did I research properly? Did I speak out when I needed to speak out? Or did I just blindly accept? Because what I see right now, people have got such a low opinion of themselves that they're happy to be slaves. What I'm seeing is people out in their slavery, locked down, partying, getting drunk and enjoying it, enjoying being a fucking slave. It's embarrassing. So guys, I ask you again, please I'm banned. They've banned me for posting in groups. I'm relying on you to share this video far and wide. Share it with your friends and family. I don't care what people are going to say. Just share, and share into groups. And I think that's all for now. So there you go. Take care, everyone. Bye.